So, magic. So let me talk about magic. An unexplainable, seemingly impossible occurrence caused by a definable or undefinable force. I sit here in a moment of magic. This moment of magic is me suddenly, after 2 years of not working and doing this movie, the day after I lock picture, I finish editing, I get called to do a week-long job in Vegas, which is gonna pay my bills for 2 months. And then I'm gonna come back and be able to go to Mexico City and do the color correction and keep working on the movie. No one's offered me a job in 2 years. And suddenly they call on this 1 week between locking pictures and going to Mexico City. In this time, I get this call to just get this little chunk of money to pay some bills. It just makes me think and appreciate all the magic that has happened to make this movie happen. So we just shot the scene where we needed an airplane in an airport, and we got to this little airport here that hardly exists, that hardly has planes. And as we're shooting here, trying to pretend there's an airport, a plane actually lands. In what world does an airplane land in your shot right when you need it? The magic that happens when you dare to step forward and live without fear. Another magical occurrence is my composer, Ben Colbeck, who is as tireless a worker as I am. He's been working a solid 2 years on the score. I'm not paying him a thing. And the music in this movie is incredible. That's magic. That's magic. How did I get this composer? I didn't even know him. The magic of investors. I have gotten 4 investors, and they all came on board basically due to the weekly videos that I was putting out. So most people who invest in movies, there's a really big chance you're not going to get your money back. And my investors know that. One investor was like, I want to see the contract because we just want to make sure that if we don't make our money back, that it's covered and that we can write it off. Nobody is pressuring me to make it more commercial, which is just magical too, right? It's magical. I'm here with Eric and Matt. We all went to high school together. We're from a small town in Ohio, Yellow Springs. And we were just saying how you just never know who's gonna help you. You just never know who's gonna reach out. I wouldn't be doing this the way I am without them. It would not be. For the Los Angeles shoot, I wanted to shoot a magic show. I want this to be like a huge Vegas magic show with robotic lights and smoke. Every time I said it, I said, I know I do not have the money. However, that's what I want. So let's keep that in mind as we designed it. I got my actor, Jake Olsen, who plays Brian Alonzo in the movie, had a conflict and was not going to be able to make the shoot. So he felt really bad, and he's like, I'm not going unless I can help you make this work. So we figured out how to add 1 day on the shoot, a half day on the shoot, and just do his scenes. But I was like, that's gonna cost me like a couple $1,000 more. I have crew for longer, I have food for longer. And that we were gonna do the bar the same day in the same location, so that cost me money. And he says, what if I can get you a bar for free? He goes, the bar that I work at in Hollywood, I will tell the general manager to do me this favor. So Carlos, my DP, met me, we went together. And then the bar is like a nightclub. So there's a whole room that's like a nightclub, and there was bands playing. So we went in the back room, and the stage is full of robotic colored lights with fog machine. Now we have a bar for free and a magic show for free. When Carlos, he looked at me and he said, the plane has landed. In this movie, we know what that means. The plane has landed. It means magic has occurred. The plane came out of nowhere. Robotic lights came out of nowhere. By January 2019, the movie will be completely finished. And then we start the next phase, which is, will somebody buy it? As I prep for this next phase, I just have to sit and reflect on the magic. I have more magic to come. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm moving forward. Let's see what happens next.